And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 out. Check 53. Line 81. Check, boom.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. Over the middle, it's Amendola. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jackson will throw again. And he's got Snead. Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punch.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A first down carry for Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray. Latavius Murray. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. A big run that time by Murray. And even 70 yards on the pickup. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin them deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch up. King.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set. 180. Here we go. Check. Point it right. King.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
20. 40 the mic. 40 the mic. I'm going to run you over. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Tight go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield will get this out to Barkley complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack, Jackson, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check it out,
Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike 40 Smith. He's coming.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Topper. Point it right.
Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Mayfield on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run with Barkley, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down, forced out to his left. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And it's caught here, Amendola. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
180. Ready? Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A big play there on the catch and run, 54 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out. Particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. It's caught outright, Amendola. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.